Hey guys, it's Melissa here from melissaoatman.com, author of Beautifully Broken. I wanted to jump on here today because I am very active in a lot of single mom groups, and I saw a post today and I thought, you know what, this is probably something that a lot of single parents deal with, so I thought I would address it. The post was talking about how mom and dad both saw different behaviors in their child. And the dad was texting the mom and saying, you know what, I'm frustrated that my son is not behaving at my house. And the mom said, well, he behaves at mine. I don't really know what to tell you. And here's the problem. Children test boundaries. That's what they're supposed to do. Growing up is all about finding your boundaries. So what's happening is, it sounds like there is a set of rules at mom's house that this child is expected to follow, and the child knows that the child has to follow these rules at mom's house. But dad maybe doesn't have such set boundaries. And this could always go vice versa. You know, it doesn't always have to be, oh, the mom knows and the dad doesn't, and don't take it like that. But it sounds like some clear established boundaries have been set at one home and not at another. And that is very confusing for kids, but also their whole job is to try to see where their boundaries are with you. And they know, even with different people, if you think about it, look how they are with grandparents, right? They're always getting their way with grandparents, and they know that. And they don't get their way with parents. That's why they behave differently. So it's really important that you establish healthy boundaries with your child, so you have rules in the house and that you explain that these rules are there to keep them safe. So this does a couple of things. Number one, it ensures the child feels secure, which they really need. Children crave boundaries, they crave the rules. Even though we think they don't, they really do. It helps them to feel safe. It also teaches them how to set healthy boundaries for themselves. The other thing it does is it keeps you in control, because when you parent through emotion, what happens when we don't have any set rules, if you don't say, for example, if you hit your sister, you're gonna have to go in timeout, or you're gonna lose your video games for 2 days. What happens is you've had a bad day, you come home, the children fight, and you go, okay, you're grounded for a month. And that's totally unreasonable. And then you have to backtrack. It looks like you don't know what you're talking about. And you feel bad that you've just, now given your child a month of grounding. You have to set reasonable and healthy boundaries for them. So it's really a good idea if you help involve them in the process. So if it's at all possible, I know it's not always, but if it is possible for you to get along with your ex long enough that you can sit down with your kids and say, okay, we're gonna come up with some rules and some consequences, and these will be fair, and then you'll know, no matter where you are, if they break the rule, this is the consequence. Doesn't matter if you're at your mom's house or if your dad's house, same thing goes. And you have to be consistent with this. But if you do this, you're gonna avoid headaches in the long run. And don't worry, it's a process. If you fail, just get up and try again the next day. Consistency is important, it's key. And, it's going to just save you a lot of headaches in the long run. But my biggest piece of advice to you is don't be so hard on yourself. Be gentle. You're going to get through this. You'll be okay. I have a lot more parenting advice. I have a whole chapter on parenting and how it's one of the hardest jobs you'll ever get. And you don't get any instruction manuals. So if you want more advice, purchase my book, Beautifully Broken. I have a whole chapter there for you. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Take care. You're going to be great. Don't sweat the small stuff. And I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.